2020 is almost right around the corner. And you're probably watching this video on January 1st and going, we are here. What are we looking forward to most about 2020? Besides a new ban list, new game mechanics, and a whole bunch of cards that the TCG doesn't quite have yet, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. These are my top 5 picks of things that Papa Robbie's looking forward to for 2020. Let's dig on into this, shall we? Alright, number 1 on our list here is Union Carrier. I'm that guy that enjoys degenerate abilities to deny our opponent the chance to game. Yeah, I don't want you to play the game. That's what I'm saying here. I loved Royal Oppression. I loved these little things. But when you get a generic link to that lets you equip a monster from the deck, you're going to start question marking some statements, right? So I'm looking forward to Union Carrier because the Buster Blader lock actually gets to exist in another form outside of what you're really used to. And it means we get to play the Buster Sword into just generic decks. For 1 brick in your main deck, you can lock your opponent's entire extra deck for no reason. Now let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. What you're telling me here is I can just deny my opponent access to play the game. Also, you can play this with Orcust. You can clear more pieces out of your deck. It also works with ABC Bunny Ears. I could definitely tell that the card was made more towards the fact that we were supposed to support Union archetypes. But oddly enough, it ended up being a Buster Blader support card that you could splash into every other deck. Also, the fact that it is a generic link to that you literally can just slap on the field, and your opponent's like, oh. The thing that makes Union Carrier good is the fact that it has all these other interactions and deck thinning capabilities to get those good pieces out for you. So, yes, I do think that the card is very good in that respect, but outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that everybody can agree that we are looking forward to getting some nice love this next chunk of the year with Union Carrier bringing the Buster Blader lock to the game. Now, next up on this list is actually one of my favorites from Ignition Assault, Lightning Storm. Hoo-wee. At the beginning of your main phase, you can apply one of 2 effects, which are both detrimental to the game. You can Harpy's Feather Duster your opponent, or you can Raigeki your opponent. And at this point you're like, hold up here. I can Raigeki them or Feather Duster them. And it's at the beginning of your main phase. I'm expecting this to be the next best card in the game. At least, I think this card is going to see a lot of play in the side deck. The way that the game has evolved as of late, I do think that Lightning Storm will be a card that will fill the void of Harpy's Feather Duster being gone out of the game. I know a lot of players are still butt mad that they can't actually resolve a Feather Duster against their opponent and get a free board wipe and essentially win the game on auto easy mode. I feel that. I really do. I do think that being able to slap an auto win button on the table does check back row decks. And we'll probably see a nice little quietness for those. Or we'll see Lightning Storm eventually go to 1 and then banned. I hope that's not the case. I mean, the card definitely is worthy of being at 1. I'm not going to lie about that. But with how fast the game has gone at this point, we do need a more generic way to check certain problems in the game. And I think the Lightning Storm, especially with things with Ignition Assault going forward, it's going to be one of the best cards to check current problems. Sorry, Stun. As soon as this card comes out, my hopes and dreams of playing you are dead until we Dark Bribe it. Or Starlight Road it, whichever exists first. It really just depends on my top decking seals. And then we have the Out Designator, or the new Nobleman card, as most of you guys know it. So you got this cute little guy smiling on the card. He's like, hee 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 hee. So this thing literally says, banish a card from your deck and negate the effects of that card until the end of the turn. So basically what you will see here in change is the OCG will go Max C. You'll go, okay, cross Out Designator, banish the Max C from my deck, which then negates your Max C. And then you'll see your opponent chain cross Out Designator, banishing their cross Out Designator from their deck to negate the cross Out Designator that has just been played. And it's just a hot mess. Cross Out Designator was the card that the competitive scene has wanted for years. We've never really had a card that we could blank with other cards in our decks. And this is the interesting part about this card, because this card is only good in competitive play. If you're playing, casual Blue Eyes versus Dark Magician, the best you might hit might be your casual staple of Monster Reborn. This card does not see play in the casual deck. No. This card was specifically made for competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! To defy and stop those stupid hand traps that are ruining your day. Now, I said that the best, snap your fingers play was to go after the Max C. TCG doesn't have Max C. When we get this card, it's going to be another hand trap stopper. We're going to be stopping those Ash Blossoms. This card's going to see play in the mirror, by the way. I think that's the thing I like most about this card is, in the mirror, it's hilarious because you get the ability to shut off multiple things. And that's why, back to the point about, casual Yu-Gi-Oh! You might play this card against your friend's Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, and then banish your Blue Eyes and negate its... Oh, wait. Honestly, very good card for the state of the competitive metagame. I'm very much looking forward to abusing it. Number 2 on our list here is the Crestron Halqui Fabrics. Crestron Needle Fiber. Now, ever since this card came out in the OCG, I've wanted it because I low-key like synchro decks. Yeah, I'm from that stupid boomer era where I'm like, oh man, synchros are the best deck. It's kind of, I think, what our current generation feels in this game. Synchro's, really good. Now, Needle Fiber was great because it could shoot down into Shooting Riser Dragon, Wonder Magician, and you could just synchro out. Now, the problem with this, though, is the amount of broken tuners that we have in the game has been going up. One of them being Jet Synchron, Glow Up Bulb, Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion. It's kind of crazy, guys. Don't think for a minute that Halqui Brex, isn't a card that you're not excited for. I'm excited the sooner we get it, the sooner we can ban it, because as soon as we get this, it'll be 1 week, 1.5 weeks, actually, until Master 4.5. You'll have everybody spamming synchro decks. You'll have 3 Needle Fiber that you can continuously make, and your opponent's going to just be like, my guy, why are you playing triple of this thing? The sooner we get this, the sooner I can get rid of it. But considering the fact that we're going to get to play multiple copies of this, supposedly, before the actual list changes everything up. Normal Summon Glow Up Bulb, make Link Karibo, revive the Glow Up Bulb, make Needle Fiber. Congratulations, you made 1 card Needle Fiber, now you proceed to go down the rest of your OTK combo, while your opponent just sits here and watches in mass anger at you, and you're just like, sorry guy, I didn't mean it. Sorry. I'm just saying, that's the level of nonsense that you're dealing with this card. And the last card we're looking forward to here for 2020 is Dragoon of the Red. Not everybody else is looking forward to this. This is a Robbie Cole only thing. So as I said, the OCG recently just got this card, and this card is causing a massive pandemic in their metagame. I've seen so many posts about this card being splashed in decks that it's crazy. You get a free negate, which goes up to 4K. You get the ability to Ring of Destruction 2 things on your opponent's field, and then it also has built-in protection from being targeted. What in the actual hell were we thinking when we made this card? Oh, it lists Dark Magician in the card decks. It'll never see play. They said, no, the competitive scene read that card and said, oh, what, George? We're main decking that, all right? By the way, it's on a fusion body, and like I said, it's got 3k base attack. You play a couple of bricks in your deck, and you can bring it out. Oh, so you can Cyberstun it, by the way. I don't know if you guys realize that yet, but yeah, you can bring it out off of Cyberstun. I recently just learned that one. And the fact that we have the Verdant Anaconda coming soon that powers up this deck and Shadal's even more, I really, Union Carry and the Anaconda were, tied, but, I really, like Union Carrier a lot. So, Dragoon of the Red, the next broken card, is going to spin your head right round as you're just like, I didn't want to deal with this, but it's what I was chosen to deal with. Ladies and gentlemen, top 5 cards I am looking forward to coming out of the year 2020, as I'm sure most of you are very excited as well for these. So, what are you guys looking forward to? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. And well, Deuce Arenos, my audience Areno. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.